Sports now, it is week 9 of the high school football season, and that means it was another week for fans to pick the game of the week. With league titles on the line, the fans picked Bakersfield Christian at Ridgeview, and that's where 23 ABC Sports Director Carrie Osep joins us from live tonight with a preview of the matchup. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, Jess. Of course, for the Ridgeview Wolfpack, they started the season off with a few tough losses, but then they began to hit their stride. And tonight, they're looking to switch things up in the South Yosemite League, hosting the leader of the league right now. That would be the Bakersfield Christian Eagles. But for Ridgeview, as Rich Cornford took over for the Wolfpack this season, he picked up right where Dennis Manning left off, as the Pack are 2-0 in league play heading into tonight's game. Despite dealing with some in-season injuries, Justin Henzo has still been able to spread the ball around in an offense that averages over 200 plus yards through the air and nearly 160 yards on the ground per game. Tonight, the offense will need to be efficient against a strong BCHS defense that's known for holding teams scoreless. So again, as we're here for the game, we always want to hear from the head coach, and now I'm going to be joined live from Ridgeview's head coach, Rich Cornford. And I said again, because we've been here before for Game of the Week, so thank you for having me back.
Thanks. Hopefully things turn out better for us this time.
Right. So early on in the season, you guys hosted Liberty. That's when we were here. But now you're hosting another powerhouse in Kern County, BCHS. And of course, for you guys, Ridgeview is known to be a leader of the SYL until BCHS got in that league. So what is it like now heading into tonight, knowing that maybe you guys could turn things around this season? Well,
they're clearly our rival. They match us in every way. They're athletic. They've got a good offensive line. They've got great defense. So it should be a heck of a ball game tonight.
And for you guys, as you kind of found that chemistry with the team, obviously Justin Henzo, I mentioned some of the injuries. Injuries have plagued a few teams around the county this season, but what have you seen from your group of guys just in general as they've built confidence under your leadership this season?
Well, fortunately, we've got depth. We lost our starting tailback, Sean Allen, in week 2, but Deron Amos has come in, and he's averaging over 100 yards a game rushing since he's came in. When Henzo went down, Anthony Ramirez and a couple other kids actually stepped in to take some snaps at quarterback. So we've got depth there, and then our defense continues to improve every week.
Helps when you have some athletes on the roster, right? And of course, the challenge tonight, BCHS's defense, we know what they can do. And so for you guys in the offense, you're going to try to get things going. But a year ago when the teams faced off, it came down to the wire. What are you expecting from this matchup tonight?
Well, I think something similar. I think it'll come down to the wire. The challenge versus their defense is they play their safeties real deep, but they've got some studs up front, and they're able to pretty much stop most people's running game with 3 guys. And if you can do that and force people to throw, then eventually they make turnovers. So we've got to be able to control the football, not turn it over, and take what they give us.
And for the Wolfpack, you guys are hungry for a win. That's a pun there if you guys didn't catch it. But for you to be here on home field advantage, how does that help for tonight's game?
Well, it makes sure that everybody's got their helmet and their cleats. Sometimes kids tend to forget those things. It's just always nice to have your locker room close by and not forget the balls and things like that. So home field advantage is worth about 7-8 points.
Keeps things simple. Well, we thank you so much for that, Coach. We're hoping that the game's a little more complicated than that. We know we will have a good one tonight, of course, with many others. And coming up next at 6, we'll preview BCHS in this matchup. But until then, live from Ridgeview, I'm Carrie Osep. I'll send it back to you.